Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Elite Nurse Lifestyle, where we discuss all things fashion, but most importantly, fragrances. If this is your first time here and you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to watch. So guys, as you all may know, that June is matrimony season, right? The summer, a lot of summer weddings are happening. And so I thought maybe I would share some of the fragrances I would love to wear for a wedding occasion, right? It's funny because when I got married, guys, I wore Vera Wang. That was the fragrance I wore, and I thought it was fitting because if you know of Vera Wang, she creates like beautiful wedding gowns and things like this, and I loved that fragrance. So I wore Vera Wang when I was getting married. But yeah, I'm gonna share with you some of the fragrances I think would be perfect if you're going to a wedding or you're going to be the bride at the wedding. Okay, so if you would like to hear my choices for what fragrances to wear at a wedding, stick around. I got first fragrance that I think would be super appropriate for a wedding, and we're gonna start off with Clive Christian, baby. I feel like this is just like the big dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Clive Christian, his fragrances are just so unique, and I feel like any of these fragrances really would be appropriate. 1872, this is a lighter, fruitier fragrance that, it's more fitting for the spring, summer. But my pick is going to be number one. And so this fragrance, guys, it's sweet, it's fruity, it's got some yellow florals in it. It's a little warm as well and a little spicy, but I think it's still fitting, even though it's like thicker and juicier. I think it's still fitting for a spring, summer type of wedding because you get the fruitiness in the top. There tons of notes in this fragrance, guys. There's some apricot, some peach, some plum, cardamom, pineapple, bergamot. But what I get most on the opening, you definitely get the peach and the plum and some cardamom, which makes it a little spicy. And there's some ylang ylang in the middle, as well as some iris, which gives it this powderiness. And then the base has sandalwood, which adds to this creaminess of the fragrance once it dries down, as well as some vanilla, tonka bean, musk, amber, and Virginia cedar. So guys, this honestly, even though it's so substantial, I think it's perfect for an evening summer wedding. It's just a beautiful fragrance, guys. And these, I'm very light-handed with these, honey, because these are quite pricey. But I think when it's your wedding day, it would be good to wear something that you don't typically wear. Do you know what I mean? So for that reason, I'm going to go with number one as opposed to like say 1872, which is still a nice fragrance for if you're going to have like a garden wedding, something with in the peak of the day. So like say if it's in the afternoon, 1872 would be great to wear as well. But for me, it's more of like a more, casual fragrance as opposed to like say a number one or an X. So, and that's why number one would be my pick for starting it off. So the next one, guys, is from the house of Kilian, and this one is Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I've spoken of this fragrance previously on my channel, and when I was doing this video, I was like, it would be a good time to, look into fragrances that I haven't spoken of recently and bring those, if they're appropriate to the conversation. But this one, guys, beautiful fragrance. It's a floral dominant fragrance, so it has some some white florals as well as some yellow florals. There is some tuberose, some ylang ylang, I believe some gardenia, and there's also some rose in the fragrance, as well as some sandalwood and cedar. And so this one, guys, it's gonna give you the floral notes, but it's not like, it's not, even though it has all those floral notes in it, it's not gonna make you heady. You know, it's not gonna be too much on the florals, even if that makes any sense. Even though it has all those floral notes, it has the yellow florals as well as the white florals. I feel as though it's not overpowering. And you know, it's a beautifully composed fragrance. And this, I think, would be perfect for a spring summer wedding. It's dries down a little powdery, a little creamy as well, and I think it would just be a wonderful offering for a wedding. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi from the house of Kilian. The next fragrance, guys, is from the house of Fragrance de Bois. And this one, guys, even though it's typically, I think more people would associate it mostly with like say the cooler months, I think this one would work well for like an evening um occasion. You know, if you're having the wedding in the evening, I think this one would work well. This one, it's warm, it's spicy, ambery. It has some saffron, cinnamon, geranium in the top note, and then there's some rose as well as ylang ylang, orange blossom, and in the base there's some incense, sandalwood, patchouli. But I wanted to bring this one on because, guys, I got a sample of the Cyrene or Serene, the new one that was launched from Fragrance de Bois, and it reminded me so much of Cavort, but it's a lighter, sweeter version to me. Okay, and so I think for a wedding, I think, you know, the wife could wear the Cyrene or Serene, and then the husband, because this I find truly unisex. A woman and a man can definitely pull this off. I don't think it leans either way. The Cyrene or Serene, I think it leans just a little bit sweeter. So it's, you know, mostly, I think a woman, it leans a little bit more feminine. And so I think, you know, if you're having your wedding, the wife can wear that one and then the husband could wear the Cavort. But I think those would be perfect for your wedding day. So I wanted to look the notes up while I was speaking about it. This has Serene or Cyrene. It has cherry pepper in the top notes, and then there is some lactones, oud, incense, benzoin, cypriol oil, labdanum, and moss. So I don't know, guys. It's given me, it's reminiscent of Cavort to me. And I feel like the cherry makes it that much sweeter, and gives it like a softer touch. Whereas this is straight up unisex. I feel as though the Cyrene, even though unisex, just leans just a tad bit more feminine. And so either of these guys would be very appropriate for your special day, wedding occasion. So let me know what you think if you find those fragrances similar, Cavort and Cyrene. So the next fragrance, guys, is one that I've spoken about so many times on my channel. And even though it's like an ambery, you know, fruity fragrance, I think it would be perfect for the occasion. This one, guys, is For Your Love. And I have a dedicated video about that. I think I have a dedicated video on my channel about this already. But it's an ambery, fruity fragrance. It's got some patchouli, it's got some amber in it. The top notes are raspberry, musk, and ambergris, as well as patchouli and benzoin in the base. Okay, so this, guys, For Your Love is just a beautiful fragrance. I think it would be perfect for a spring summer wedding. And that's all I'm gonna say, y'all. It's gonna hold up, give you 6-7 hours of good, wear, moderate projection. And I think it's just a beautiful offering. Another one would also be Treasure. That one is absolutely lovely, lovely. And I think that both these fragrances, Treasure or For Your Love, would be appropriate for a wedding occasion. So the next one, guys, is from the house of Xerjoff. And this one, I think everybody is probably gonna know which one this is. Dama Bianca. Guys, this is just perfect for the occasion, okay? It's a floral, fruity, powdery fragrance. It has the kumquat with a lime note in the top, as well as the violet and iris. It gives it a little bit of powderiness, as well as some Egyptian jasmine, lily of the valley, and there's vanilla, white musk, ambrette, sandalwood, and cedar in the base. Perfect fragrance for this occasion, guys. Like, I feel like most videos, if they're gonna say fragrances you can wear to a wedding, this one is definitely gonna fall in the category of that because it's so fitting. And yeah, check this one out if you have not already. The next fragrance, guys, is from the house of Parfums de Marly, and it's none other than Delina La Rose. And guys, I had to put these two in this category. Personally, for me, if I'm gonna go to a wedding or do I'm the bride at a wedding, from these two, personally, I'm gonna pick Delina Exclusive, baby, because that's my girl. Okay, Delina Exclusive is gonna give you what you need. You can also do Delina, but as I've said many a times, I love them both. But for me, this is my baby. Delina Exclusive always is gonna do it for me. Okay, it's a rose. Y'all know the deal about this fragrance. I don't even have to explain it to you guys. But for me personally, if I were gonna pick from the two, it would definitely have to be Delina Exclusive. This one, lighter, softer, more aquatic fragrance. It definitely would get the job done, similar to Delina Exclusive or Delina, but it's just a lighter version of the fragrance. And I think both would be appropriate. But again, like I said, for me, I'm a rock with Delina Exclusive any day of the week. Okay, that's my girl. She understands the assignment. Okay. Okay, guys. So that was the offering from the house of Parfums de Marly. And then I have another Parfums de Marly fragrance, and I'm sure you guys are going to know which one it is. So the next one, guys, is Valea. Y'all know how I feel about this fragrance. I think this fragrance is lovely. It's aldehydic, it's a floral, ambery, just fruity, citrusy, gorgeous fragrance, guys. I don't know. I don't think I could get enough of this scent. It is so lovely to me. Like, this scent just does it for me. This, as well as I would honestly put Musk Therapy, either would work. But for me, if I'm gonna do a wedding, I don't know, I might just layer them like I did today when I went out. I went out today, guys, and I layered these two together, and it was beautiful. I smelled so darn good. Okay, so I might just layer the two, but I wanted to just show some shine on Valea. Since I've always been talking about Musk Therapy, I'm gonna let her shine this time. So there's aldehydes, there's some peach, some mandarin orange in the top notes, bergamot as well, that you get really prominently with the fragrance. There's some orange blossom in the middle, Petalia, as well as lily of the valley, vetiver, mahonia, and in the base there's some musk, ambroxan, akigala wood, and vanilla to sweeten it all up. And y'all, I'm obsessed with this fragrance, guys. I truly am. I think this is perfect for a summer wedding. It's light, but it's going to give you great staying power. It's going to give you at least 7 hours, at least, okay, of moderate projection. It's not super beast mode, but you know, after a while it becomes a skin scent, say after 4 hours or so, but it's definitely going to do what it's supposed to do, okay? And for that reason, I think Vallejo would be a perfect offering on a wedding day. The next one, guys, I probably should have spoken of it after Delina, or you know, around that same time. But it's Delina's big sister. It is Atomic Rose. So if you're tired of Delina and you want something a little bit more sophisticated, you know, a little bit more grown up, Atomic Rose is that girl for you, okay? And I love this fragrance, guys. Oh, and even though this definitely fits the cooler months, I think this, again, even though it's thicker, it's more substantial, I think it also would be appropriate for like an evening wedding. It's gonna give you, it has the pink, it's a rose fragrance. It has a little bit of spiciness with that pink pepper in the top, bergamot, there's some Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, Egyptian jasmine, as well as Madagascar vanilla, and some amber in the base. So it's a beautiful rose fragrance, and I think for an occasion such as this, a wedding, it would be perfect for an evening wedding. Okay, Atomic Rose from the house of Initio. So the next one, guys, is from the house of Roja. And this, y'all, if y'all know me, if you've seen my channel, you know how much I love this fragrance. Enigma from the house of Roja Dove. Oh my God. Guys, this fragrance right here, it's powdery. It's a vanilla fragrance with some yellow florals, as well as some fruity notes in it as well, guys. It has, in the top, there's peach, bergamot, and neroli, and then in the mid, there's rose, heliotrope, ylang ylang, jasmine, and geranium, and then in the base, there's some orris root, gives it that powderiness, as well as vanilla, musk, ambergris, sandalwood, and some patchouli. Oh my God, guys. Oh, I had a love affair with this fragrance. You hear me? And for me, this would be a perfect offering for a wedding occasion, okay? Enigma from the house of Roja. Check it out if you have not. Love this fragrance. Last but not least, guys, if you want something that's light, fruity, that's gonna give you that staying power, it's gonna be beast mode, Aventus for her, y'all. Like, I mean, this right here, it's a citrusy, fruity, musky fragrance, guys. It's also a little woody. It has some green apple, some bergamot, pink pepper, patchouli, and violet in the top. Then there's some musk, rose, sandalwood, and styrax in the mid, as well as some blackcurrant, peach, amber, lilac, and ylang ylang in the base, guys. And so this fragrance, guys, I'm sure y'all know, it's a beast mode fragrance. It's gonna give you what you need. It's sophisticated. It's an oldie but goodie, and this fragrance is gonna get the job done on your wedding day. So guys, let me know in the comment section what fragrances you would wear to a wedding or for your wedding, and let's get the conversation started. Until next time, thanks for watching.